Welcome to A Couple of Thoughts podcast. We are your hosts,
Elimelech
and Chaya Evers. Join our conversations and enjoy our couple of thoughts on various topics.
From Jewish lifestyle, politics, food, travel, education, and so much more.
Let's get talking.
So I want to welcome you, Menachem, to our studio. Thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate it.
Am I the first guest here?
You're the second guest.
Second guest.
Second guest. We had after October 7th, we had a trauma therapist on our podcast,
No, I mean this place.
And this a new studio. Yeah, you're the first studio. You're the first.
Wow.
Amen.
A lot of expectations now.
Yeah, that's it. You have to keep up the expectations.
They say fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are very happy. And I actually wanted to introduce you. I don't know if you remember, but the first time I met you was, I would say, 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Or maybe even more.
Wow.
You were in Holland, and there was a concert from Avram Fried in the Tropenmuseum.
Right.
And you introduced Avram Fried. And
Zichron Menachem, I think, or something?
I think it was Zichron Menachem or something like that. I think it was Zichron Menachem, yeah. And you introduced Avram Fried, and that was the first time someone came on the podium and said, there's this Dutch DJ, he's from Holland, and everybody started clapping. So that's the first time I remember meeting you. But Baruch Hashem, a few years later, and we met again.
Yeah, you helped me a lot with a few real estate issues.
Yeah. Very happy.
It's just a hobby, right? Because you're a really big real estate guy here in Amsterdam.
It's always who you compare it to.
No, but you helped me very much.
No, it's my pleasure.
And it's my pleasure to be here. And
B'Shem
Hashem na'aseh v'natzliach.
Amen.
Yeah. Well, I recognized your name from when I was in Israel. I used to listen to Radio Kol Chai, in seminary. That's what we listened to. So, but I think that was 18 years ago. And I had a cousin, she was very involved in sound and media. So she always used to speak about you.
Yeah.
No, for sure. So that's how, that's when I think, where I remember your name from. But
well, it's just
by the
also
way, it's
the
not
voice.
fair over here, me and you, right? Because it's our English is our second language, right?
Oh, yeah.
My Hebrew,
Yeah.
you're Dutch.
Dutch, yeah.
And it's her first language, right?
Yeah.
English.
Yeah.
So she has an advantage over here. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
so
Everyone's
if
English.
we need a pause sometimes to translate. Hello, so
Yeah,
please
help us out.
Yeah.
No, so, and also, in order to introduce you to the listeners, I highly doubt that there's anybody who doesn't know. I think when
No,
people...
no one knows me here.
You think so?
I think in Israel everyone knows me. Baruch Hashem here, or I go out, some people have
more
privacy. People don't know me.
So that's good.
So,
That's a good thing. So
good.
for our...
it's a break for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
I can
Even though I
imagine.
was born here,
Yeah. And
I always consider myself as a Dutch
person.
Yeah.
But Dutch people
Dutch.
also, even if they do know you, they wouldn't come and say we know you, because they would be weird.
They would
Right.
leave you alone.
Right, yeah.
I think more than maybe in Israel. Do they bother you a lot in Israel, people?
Bother is not the word.
Interact with you. They want to have a picture, your signature.
Because I was, Because I was, we'll talk about it, but the Haredi world, or the Orthodox world,
Yeah.
there's no really people you admire except for Rabbanim.
Yeah.
Maybe politicians. I think maybe a few singers, but I'm the only one that is outsiders, not a singer, not a rabbi, not a politician, that a media, let's call it star, that's for 30 years already, since I'm 19 years old, so and everyone knows me, so.
And it's also the voice. Once you hear your voice, that's Menachem Toker. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
But so explain. Go step back. How did you get involved in radio? But I'm saying it's a quite closed world. It's not something you go to school for, really, to become a host on Radio Kol Chai. No?
I'll start from the beginning, if you don't mind. I was born here in Amsterdam.
Where actually?
I don't know. My grandfather used to live in Olympiastraat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Give me a few names.
I don't know. It could be the area where you're in the probably closer to the south, Lekstraat area. Do you remember what age
I
did you
remember
leave?
Oberstadt, yeah.
The Obrecht.
Gazen, Blumenthal.
Yeah, so probably in the Zuid.
Yeah, probably.
Zuid,
Yeah.
That's where we lived.
I remember. You lived there?
We lived in Rivierenbuurt when we moved,
close to the
near the
Rai.
Rai. Over there.
Right.
We lived there for...
So maybe tell the listeners who your grandfather was.
My grandfather was the most mashpia alai. How do you say?
Yeah.
Influential figure.
Yeah. In my life at all, by the way. His name was Aaron Aronson.
Oh, that's a very Dutch last name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's 12 or 13 generation here in Holland. And I looked at him. I loved him. with his humor, with his optimistic. He went through tough situations.
He was a very
Always
kind man.
optimistic. What?
Very kind
charismatic.
man.
Yeah, very kind, very into music.
Oh, really?
Classical music. He used to take me here every Tuesdays as a free concert or something.
Yeah.
The Concertgebouw. I remember I used to go with him, and he was the chazan in Kerkstraat, different places, and his whole life went through optimistic, music, humor, whiskey. I mean, and Yiddishkeit, very, very ehrlich, very. Our friend Baruch van der Kamp told me.
Yeah.
He became bar mitzvah. His father told him, one of your steps into Judaism, to be a bocher, get the all mitzvot. You have to go to see Mr. Aronson. The way he davens, the way he behaves.
I remember him being the chazan in the Kerkstraat. We used to go there a few times a year. I grew up in Amersfoort, and we used to come to Amsterdam, obviously, to school. But then during the Chagim, like Sukkot, we used to daven in the Kerkstraat, and also on the Motzei Shabbos before Rosh Hashanah Slichas. And he used to be the chazan, and it was always very heartsick, very like a lot of heart in his tefillas.
It's not the type of the generation today that would daven when he's a chazan. It's very long and very. It's different, but I grew up with his personality. My father's a very cold, not in a bad way, chas v'sholom, but very.
More stoic.
American from Chicago, Litvish, Hebron. His family opened yeshivat Hebron. Very mind, very
intellectual.
Yeah,
less heart,
very
more mind.
Yeah. And my Opa was very so.
Was he a chassid?
Opa, he was a mixture. He was a mixture. He came, he didn't come from a Litvish or Hasidish, but it was above somewhere. I don't even know. Tzanz. They were a mixture. Yeah. Also, you're from there,
Yeah.
I don't even know really where, but so why am I saying that? Because since I was a baby, I was a very big outsider in Israel. Because Israel, or you go the way of the cheder, of the Torah, or you're out.
It's very much in groups.
Right. Or you're out, you're not there, you're streets, or don't know. And I liked the culture, the music, the dress a bit different, but to stay with the,
to be from.
Yeah, like here or in America.
Yeah.
In Israel doesn't, now it's getting open, but when I was a boy, it was here or here.
Yeah, it was more black and white.
No
gray.
Right.
Well, I think I was saying this to Baruch 2 days ago. We've been discussing it, that in general the whole Jewish from world became Hasidim without realizing it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, right.
Because even like the Litvish, they treat their Rabbanim and Gdolei Israel like Hasidim treat a Rabbah.
Right.
And you see them
definitely.
When you see them dancing in their arenas with the for the
Siyum Hashas.
Yeah, all those things. To me, it looks like Hasidim.
Right.
So without even realizing, like the Baal Shem Tovs,
he's in the
Bediuk,
Baal Shem Tov, Chabad, Karlebach. Everyone is Karlebach. Shlomo Karlebach, by the way, was very close to my grandfather. He used to come here in Holland and sleep by him and compose songs at his piano. Yeah. So I'll get the story short. I love.
So till what age did you live in Amsterdam?
No, right away, like after a year or something.
Oh,
but
wow.
we used to come every year, Pesach,
to visit.
I have an uncle here, lives here till now, Motel, and that I like very much, and my mother, and we used to come every year, at least once, and I feel that I'm very Dutch in a lot of part of my ways.
Well, let's explain a little bit for a second what Dutch Judaism is that you're really you care a lot about Judaism, but it's a lot of the emotions without the emotions.
Right.
So, but
it's called a yeka.
In a sense, but I'm saying.
But I'm not a yeka. Here I am in Israeli.
Torah im avoda.
No, but there you go. Is that I think that you really like the mixed. In one hand, to be a real frum Jew, but not to be boxed in to say, okay, yeah, you belong to the Haredi in this part.
Right. And in Israel, it
was hard.
I was like how do you say, off muzar? I was a strange
outcast,
and had no place for me.
Yeah.
So my parents. She came from Holland, my mother, and my father from America.
Chicago.
I was the first born. They put me some cheder in Beit Vegan that if you don't come with the white shirt every day, you're
like
out.
The top button clothes.
Yeah. So,
and you didn't have long payas.
No, never. So that I went into a very mixture family. It wasn't my place. There was education and that. So I tried looking. So first of all, I'm going back to my grandfather. So when I saw him, that he could be a ehrliche, from Jew, but also open, and he can shave Sphere Soimer, and he could go. I was just saying, he could be happy and funny jokes, and sometimes
and go to a non-Jewish concert.
But then never miss a minyan, or
That's really Dutch Jews. Yeah.
And also in America, you have it. Maybe
in modern Orthodox communities,
You see them at Daf Yomi. You see them at the.
But also at the baseball game.
And also the baseball. In Israel now it's starting to get open.
Yeah.
But I was probably the first one from the Haredi Moderni, or the working Haredis. So his music and his way very inspired me very much. And that's why since I'm 3 or 4 years old, I remember, and that's something I think someone has to give to a psychiatrist or something. I don't even know why. I used to walk around in my house and talking with a microphone.
Okay.
With a fork or something, just talking to myself. Trying to be a... so the weather today in Israel is stuff. Yeah, I had no Rebbe, radio Rebbe.
Yeah.
So that's one. And the second thing is, so that I went through this, and I wanted to be, that was my dream, to be in radio. I had no one to see, because there was no Jewish Orthodox radio, nothing.
Yeah.
So it's something bemet mi b'shamayim.
Yeah.
And the second thing is that my best friend was Menachem Erental.
Yeah.
Menachem Erental was in my class. We were neighbors, best friends, close friends, and he also was his father's Israeli, but working a different styles now for now. And and Menachem and me were the only one in Cheder different from the other kids.
Yeah.
We're very good friends, and he became very sick.
Right, from Zichro Menachem, right?
Yeah, Menachem, and then his name is Menachem Erental. Zichro Menachem is on his name.
I met his mother 2 years when they had the camp 2 years ago. She's an amazing woman.
She is
very special.
They're like my second parents. They were.
Wow.
So I really
when I grew up, so I was with him in the hospital. I was the only one that he let to go with him to a hospital. He suffered very much, and he was in bidud. I say bidud.
Yeah,
only,
like
isolation.
And he let only me and Mordechai ben David to go inside. And I was a kid. I was very, very close to him. And so it affected me very much, because not like today that it's very open. It's cancer, that it was very different.
Kept it more private.
Yeah. And it was leukemia. His father told me a few weeks ago that if it would happen today, he would be healthy after a few months. It was a different world. But then, so I grew up with my best friend sick, and a lot of singers, Mordechai ben David, Avram Friedbach, Rav Borchet, coming to visit. And so I see the singers that I admire, and I see my friend, and I'm Opa, and that made me, I like that.
You like the music?
I like the music. After he was nifter, so his father and his mother opened their organization. I was there, of course, one of the miyazdim. Used to go every day to hospitals, to singers. I came here a few times. That was years after London and Amsterdam. But go to the hospitals and take kids. I used to drive. I go to yeshiva in the morning, Mir Yeshiva, learn. Also in America Shir, where Elephant his name is. And in English, because I wanted a different way of...
Yeah, you were on your own, Derek.
I went every morning to learn yeshiva, or Elephant there. Now he's very big, but I was one of his first 10 students in English. And there was a yeshiva, Ateres Yeshiva. It was a very big yeshiva in Israel, Ateret Israel. You heard about it?
Okay, no, I didn't.
Baruch Mordechai Ezrachi, his name is. He was the oldest Rosh Yeshiva, one of the popular Rosh Yeshivas in Israel. And my father wanted me to go into his yeshiva. And I went through, and then he said to me, but I heard that you're in Zichro Menachem. Those days, you have to or yeshiva or not, as I told you. So you have to choose or Ateres, Yeshivat Ateret Israel, best yeshiva, one of the top yeshivas, or Zichro Menachem. I was 16 years old.
Not both.
I don't have to know. I said, Kvod Harav, אין לי בכלל שום שיקול, זיכרון מנחם. I'm not even thinking about it.
That's an option.
It's an option. I'm saying Zichron, and I said no to his. I'm probably the first one, the only one in the career who ditched
getting accepted. But could it be that doing chesed and being busy with helping people was what kept you on the good and narrow path, on the straight path?
Could be.
Because if you you seem like you were someone who was very active and very busy. Nowadays, kids who are like that find other things that are interesting for them.
Yeah, it's a good question.
And if you're busy with music and Jewish content,
music, yeah.
you know, the original influencing, you know, not now everybody's an influencer, everyone goes on social media, but then it was just radio. Maybe still now also, because the Haredi world is not so much on social media.
Beautiful. We'll talk about radio soon, but it's a good point. The radio, and also yes, when
kept
you're
you busy,
like a teenager, and you're not interested so much in sitting learning the whole day, so you have to have an alternative. And
you need to have an outlet.
Yeah, and my thing was chesed, was Zichron Menachem, and I didn't look at it that I'm doing chesed. It's not that I wanted to do bוא נעשה עכשיו chesed, shlichus. No, I was a young guy. I was bored.
Yeah.
And my best friend passed away.
You were a hustler.
I was a hustler.
Yeah.
You liked it.
I liked it. My best friend passed away. This is a good thing for my thing, memory. I see music, I see singers, I don't waste my time, I use my time. And here the story comes to the finish. Then one day I wanted to speak on the radio. As my friend came to me and said to me, Arut Sheva, it was a very big channel, Arut Sheva once.
Yeah.
They want to try to be also to the Haredi crowd.
Does it still exist, Arut Sheva?
It doesn't exist today. No, it's
online.
Online, yeah.
Yeah.
But they had the very, very popular radio they had then. Because I told him I want to be. He was giving news. Or I don't know, a politician. And I told him I want to do some speaking. So who are you? Give me the chance. I just came to him every
Give me the
Shabbos.
microphone.
Yeah, his name was Kobe Sela. Today he's big in PR.
Okay.
And I told him, Kobe, tell me the microphone. Tell me. I was 18, 17. He said, Lama.
Just a few minutes.
Why? I said, because my voice. I like it. Radio. Blah blah blah. Get the story short. I went to Bet El, some whole settlement, and I went through a test, a sound test. They accept me, and she told me that the manager, Arabanit Melamed, you don't open the microphone at all for half a year. This is a serious station. You don't open it. You have to
only
put
music.
I said, okay, thank you. And every Motzei Shabbos, I used to come from 11 o'clock. She told me to pick up a day. Whatever night you want. That's the Motzei Shabbos. I'm sleeping in Shabbos. That's the Motzei Shabbos. Yeah. By the way, that was a very big siyat dishma, because till now I broadcast 30 years every Motzei Shabbos, and it's the popular music show in Israel. You guys like everyone like.
That's also
Yeah,
something
I
that
remember
kept you
from
busy.
Israel.
Most young people, Motzei Shabbos, want to go
my
out
friends
and
went to bowling and basketball and blah blah blah. And I used to go
To the
for
studio.
free to the studio in Bet El. Arabs all around me with the Fiat Uno.
Wow.
And I worked hard to do it, and then after 10 minutes I opened the microphone.
Lasted
and
10
I called
minutes.
MBD, that he was then the king, like, you know, and I knew him from Zichron Menachem.
Yeah.
And he never interviewed, and he was like the biggest star, Mashiach, Maminim.
Yeah.
He was Michael
That's
Jackson.
our childhood.
Yeah.
Like,
He was still
Mordechai
Michael
David.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he never gave interviews, and no. And I said to Mordechai, and he knew me very well because I saw him in hospitals, and we came
You worked
very, very
together.
close. Yeah, I was his fan, and Menachem I said to him, please help me, give me an interview here. What? You're on the radio? He left. Yeah. Okay. He came to the studio. I think 100 people came with him. It was the second show. And I didn't even know what to ask him. He helped me with the question. You want to ask me probably? I say, yeah, why not?
Sure.
But ever since the whole country spoke about that show. Who is this Israel Chatzuf hazeh? Who is this guy in the radio? Sounds cool, sounds young, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. MBD, wow.
It's very revolutionary for then.
It was. A week later, Dedi Gaucher, afterwards Arabor Cheit, and the rest is history. I'm here 30 years doing the same thing. I have a daily show, I have TV, I have my internet, I do show. Baruch Hashem, very big in
What do
media,
you like the most?
The base is the radio. I will never leave radio. And for your question, you said before about radio.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
In Israel, radio is the media.
Yeah.
Because
Especially
it
in
has
the
to be
Haredi world.
But also not the Haredi, because people in Israel need everything now, live. Now, this second. Wars, Azakot, Bibi, Shmibi, Iran, news, da-da-da. People need, now, I'm here in Amsterdam, I open the news, there's no news. And the first thing, the headline is Israel, Israel, Ukraine,
They have the news quiz. They have the news quiz every day at 11.
No, but I'm saying like the news here
It's not
is
interesting.
nothing comparable to the news that you have in Israel.
Okay.
Like that's why they're so focused on Israel, hearing the news in Holland because they
the
have
news in the
nothing
world
here.
is Israel, right?
Yeah.
And we are in Israel every hour, not every minute is something. Okay, so social media, people, Telegram, that WhatsApp, but the official media is not TV. It's not internet. It's not print. Definitely print is Zichron Levracha.
Yeah.
Is the radio. And that's why it's so popular today. Look, the whole world goes back to radio. We are now sitting on a podcast. Podcast is
Which
radio.
is a radio, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a pre-recorded radio.
Different, modern, 2025.
You could do live. You can do podcasts
Yeah,
live.
for sure.
But also if it's recorded, it's the medium.
It's
of
audio.
radio, yeah.
And in my opinion, it's also very easy because if you're doing something, if you're watching something, you need to see. You're busy with watching. But if you're a podcast, you could just put it on and be busy with something else. You're cleaning your kitchen. You're cleaning the house.
Or whatever,
Yeah, you put a podcast in. Yeah.
Podcast.
But you know
Download it
what's interesting is growing up in America, there was maybe Matzei Shabbos, like the Zev Brenner show and the Dov Hikind show.
Yeah,
but
Nachum Siegel or whatever.
yeah, exactly.
No, it's so...
There wasn't Jewish radio. So I grew up, my mother, she's from Italy. She's from Milan. And she loved listening to the news. So every time when she was making supper, she was listening to the talk shows, like American news. So even though it was like very from household, the radio was always in the background. Maybe that's why I like listening to the news. I have all my podcasts, news podcasts every day. I need to know what's going on. But in Israel, that's when I came to Israel, you had like, wow, it's so cool. You could listen to like Jewish music on the radio.
Right.
But now in America, you have all these Jewish podcasts popping up everywhere.
Right.
And it's
so that's
new.
Kind of radio. It's a radio medium, I call it. It's a different style, of course, but that's a good point you're saying, because if people ask me about America is my example for not radio. Radio is the last
media
on the list there. You know, there's TV, I don't know, internet, whatever.
Podcast
is social media. Radios. There's no radio station. There's only music on the radios there. You know.
I have talk radio.
But actually, the funny thing is that me listening to the radio in Israel taught me English, Hebrew better than I spoke a little bit of Hebrew, like basics.
אתה מדבר עברית? בוא נעשה את זה בעברית, והיא לא תדבר.
אני גם מדבר עברית. אבא שלה.
זה השפה הראשון שלי.
לא הבנתי, למה אנחנו לא עושים את השיחה הזו בעברית?
כי המאזינים.
Go learn Hebrew.
No, of course. I speak Hebrew. It's my first language. So
no, but I learned better Hebrew from listening to the radio. When there was a shir in yeshiva, I used to put a head in and listen to.
Oh, really?
Galgalei.
That's not appropriate.
Yeah.
What's a
Galgalei?
Oh,
Galei Tzahal. Galei
Tzahal. That's very popular. Galei Tzahal and Kol Yisrael Reshet Beit. And Mavi. There's a lot of big. I told you in Israel.
But it's
radio
a stage.
Is Netanyahu.
Yeah.
Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu. When he wanted every election, I think I have the record of interviewing on radio. He was on my show maybe 12 or 13 times.
Oh, wow.
Because every time he wants to go to the public, to the Dati public.
Yeah.
Haredi, of course. I'm
He
not
goes to
on
radio.
the Friday. They don't need me. He comes to radio.
So just to get an idea, on a normal average, I don't know, show that you do, how many listeners listen from the firm world? Are we talking about 10,000 or like close to 100,000?
No. The last
depends what.
poll we had,
Like they give you the numbers.
Yeah, we had over 300,000 people.
Oh my God.
Daily show, yeah.
Wow. And then
So
you have
one
people
second.
listen after.
Yeah.
But when you do things like the TV, is that less viewers than when you do audio?
Yeah, TV. My TV show is a different thing altogether. I have
A talent show, that is, right?
no. I have a talent show online that's live also on the radio.
Oh, wow.
So the dafka, the power cup, the boost comes from the radio.
Wow.
Yeah, because people like I have cousins who live in Bnei Brak. They don't have YouTube. They don't have internet. They're not going to watch something online. So they listen on the radio.
Right.
Exactly. Do they have kosher radios in Israel?
Radio Kochai.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like that the radio.
You can only listen to Radio Kochai.
No, I'm
sure.
I'm not sure, but they could only listen to radio. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So that's how you
TV is very popular. TV is not so popular today, but TV. I have a TV show at the Friday, the Chiloni, Channel 13. It's called. It's like the most lefty. So I have every Friday there, Kabbalat Shabbat, 1 hour. I give the nice perspective of the Judaism. You know, Chesed, Chabad, music.
Very nice.
Yeah, 1 hour every week. I have it for 10 or 12 years already. That's the main big TV. There's 12 and 13. So 13 is a bit smaller, so I'm in 13.
I must say that I'm so happy you told me this, because I was actually thinking yesterday, what is my dream? If someone would ask me, what would you want to get to And what's important, we spoke about this in a different podcast. What really bothers me, because I was reading Jewish history, like in the time that our nations do well, like the Jewish nations doing well, we start fighting with each other.
Right.
And I think what you're doing, going to TV and showing a frum person who could have normal Hebrew and could talk and could relate, and people could relate to you and you could relate to them, that I think bridges the gap in order to be able to, at some point, the war is going to be over. And then we're going to start fighting with each other again. And
they're already fighting still.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm saying, like, I think these kind of things are essential to bridge the gap between the Charedim and the Chilonim, even though I don't like calling it that way, but in order to be able to bring them together and not only see them in the news when they're breaking down stuff on both sides.
Or Gius, the army, you're right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing already for many, many years. Because people, suddenly this Freya lady sees a Haredi with a black kippah, but talks like in a normal way, not this. So I'm basically the only one with the black kippah who was hosting a TV show for 11 to 12 years with my name. The name is Toker B'Shishi. That's the name of the show, and I'm not shy. This is me. And
But do you talk about like controversial things, or it's all just nice and rosy?
Only how do you say shitchi? No, not deep. Very
on the
mellow.
surface.
No, I'm not a deep guy. I'm not deep. I'm not intelligent. Shitchi. We're flying.
Superficial.
Yeah. That's what we're doing.
That's okay. You know what your talent is.
Nice.
Yeah.
You listen nice, quickly. Not that half an hour interview. It's TV. We'll show about this organization, this Bnei Akiva, this singer Yishai Ribo, or
And
restaurant.
you invite people?
Yeah.
It's with
But
interview?
It's a TV vibe. It's not a podcast.
Okay.
Vibe.
So I just had a question. I was thinking about a few questions I want to ask you. Let's say you could choose anybody in this world that you can interview. Could be in Israel politics that you haven't interviewed yet. You said that you interviewed Bibi Netanyahu many times. Is there one person you're like, that's like on like kind of your bucket list that you're like, oh, if I can interview him, I really enjoy that?
Wow.
Oh, that's a.
Oh, yeah. That was a good question.
You can also come back to it soon. I'm just saying, like, for instance, my dream is to go on a Joe Rogan podcast. Not that I think it's practical or it's ever going to happen. Okay. You never know. But I'm saying, like, so because in podcasting we're just starting, and this guy is already, I don't know, 1,000 or 2,000.
He's the best.
He's the king of podcasts.
King.
He's a very good listener.
Maybe he'll do an episode where he takes just ordinary people to interview.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan, there's a couple in Amsterdam, a Jewish couple. They want to interview you. Yalla, move yourself, Mr. Rogan.
Yeah.
I don't care so much about Joe Rogan.
No, I know because you don't listen to him, but I
like
what I
Megyn
really
Kelly.
like about him. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, you would want to meet Megyn Kelly, for instance. Like her dream would be like to have like a podcast with Megyn Kelly.
Wow.
Actually, I found
So if you're a romantic husband, you have to do this, my friend. When's your next anniversary?
Yeah, right.
You'll
Soon
November.
Soon, actually.
Yeah.
No, actually, I found a paper from high school. We had to make a resume, as if like of our professional career, like in 20 years from now, and it was that I was a journalist. And like,
Really?
Yeah, I always wanted to be a journalist, like a news reporter in Iraq.
Asking questions.
That was
In
like,
Iraq.
yeah, like finding weapons of mass destruction. Like it was a whole
That's funny.
thing. Yeah, but
Well, now you're
now I have a
podcasting.
podcast.
Yeah, my dream?
You're living your dreams,
Yeah.
maybe.
You are.
Baruch Hashem.
Yeah.
Baruch Hashem. I'm living my dream, and I have panosa for my dream.
Yeah.
And Hashem gave me a very, very big, and I think that it's all about, and it's funny what I'm going to say to you now, I think it's all about all those years that I gave to Zichron Menachem. Because
Wow.
as a kid, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, I did, Bemet, Baruch Hashem, so much, I don't want to say the word chesed, because I didn't do it for chesed, as I said to you before, but basov,
In the end of the day, it was chesed.
and
Yeah.
And when you give, you get back. And Baruch Hashem, and Hashem gave me, listen, for me it's a dream, 30 years to be so relevant and popular, Baruch Hashem, in Israel. On radio and TV and music shows and internet and social media and everything.
It's a bracha.
It's a big bracha. And to help people get close to each other. And to be good, good vibes, happy, funny, give a lot of prizes on my radio, fulfill dreams to listeners. Someone has a dream to have a carriage because she has no money for a carriage, a stroller for her kids.
Yeah.
So I send her to her house. like Mr. Beast, but a different, in a
cool.
simple way, in a poor, humble way. But
yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Actually, now that we kind of closing the story with Zichron Menachem, I want to do a shout out to Mrs. Marse.
wow, she deserves it.
She really does,
She
and
deserves
she
it.
really has brought the camp from Zichron Menachem,
Amazing.
those kids
Yeah.
to Holland
Yeah.
several times already, and she collects money for it, and she brings them, and she has a concert with them, and it's
She's
really,
amazing.
really,
She's
She's
amazing.
the
She's an
queen of
amazing woman.
Amsterdam, we
She's okay.
say.
I think my grandmother, Oma, used to work for her, or for her husband,
okay.
Rabbanut.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
And even though she was very old,
Rabbi
they
Marcin.
kept her working. It was so nice to let her continue working. It's a very big message. Someone is old, doesn't matter.
Okay. He also,
but
Mr. Marsa continued working, like almost till he passed away. No,
So,
it's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
but that's, listen, I always consider myself a Dutch, even though I'm not Dutch, but
Yeah,
I like it.
there's some
here.
kind of connection to
Yeah,
it.
when I'm here, I love it here. Wow. I come every summer. No, twice a year, maybe.
Very nice. And so you're saying that in Israel, people come up to you. What is like a crazy story that like happened to you while you're walking regular with your family, outing and?
No, I live very private. I have
purpose.
a studio in my house.
Yeah.
I don't go out. Bichlal.
Right.
I have people. I have my work. My if I go to vacation, I take my family to be with them.
Yeah.
And but yeah, if I go around, so Menachem, selfie, picture, da da da.
Yeah.
So you
That's
keep
the regular
yourself
stuff.
quite isolated in
very,
Israel.
very isolated. Very isolated.
Does it bother you?
No, I like it.
Yeah.
I chose
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I understand, but I'm saying like some people want to be famous, but it bothers them that people come to them.
No, it doesn't bother me.
No, okay.
If I go around, I like it. I
Yeah.
can like it.
But
Why not?
Yeah.
I think like you seem like an extroverted person that you like, that when you speak, it gives you energy. But an extrovert is someone who gets energy from people, for being around a lot of people. An introvert actually likes to have their quiet and to use their space in their own way. So
But
maybe
you can have that mix.
yeah,
I
but
think-
maybe
Yeah, maybe.
no, maybe like when you were younger, you were able to handle the people, but as you get older, sometimes I like we get more introverted. That meaning that we don't get as much energy from people. It drains you. So when you keep yourself isolated, you preserve your energies.
How do you say pitsulishiyut? Inferior complex and your two personalities.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's two parts of you.
Split personality.
Yeah.
But that's split personality is more of like a
Inferiority complex is the word something?
psychiatric
Yeah,
diagnosis.
okay, but I'm
Yeah.
saying you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you have
So
the
I
person that you're on the radio and the person that you're on your
I'm two people. Because I grew up so young and famous
In Israel.
this crowd that that they have nothing to they had nothing to see. And suddenly there's a star
It was kosher.
It was kosher, and Baruch Hashem, Rabbanim always went with me the same way. Vadia, Rav Shtema, they like me, Baruch Hashem.
They supported you.
Yeah. But so sometimes most of my life I like to be private in my house.
Yeah.
When I go out, I don't like to go. I barely go out. I go to America. I don't know. People don't know. Or Amsterdam. No one knows me here.
Yeah.
But in Israel, no. In Israel,
And then that one person that knows you asks you to come on a podcast. No, but so you seem like a very creative person, and I'm also married to a creative person. So you see on the vision board all these things that constantly come, new ideas come to your head.
Mhm.
So what is like an idea that you always had like in your head? It was a creative idea. Like I wish that I could, like in 5 years from now, I wish I could do this, because you said you're living your dream. I understand, but I'm saying, are there still things that you're like want to do?
Yeah, so I'm doing it, but I would love doing it much bigger, because I'm a very bad, terrible director. Menahel.
Yeah.
מה זה
Yeah.
מנהל? איך אומרים?
Yeah, director.
Yeah.
Manager.
Manager. I'm a bad manager.
Delegation. Is it
Yeah.
hard for you to delegate?
Yeah,
It's
'cause
part of the creative mind.
I can't finish. I forgot this, and then I forget. Because ADHD, maybe I don't even know what it is, but I know what I want, but I don't know how to handle it. No.
Do you have a manager or someone who like assistant?
No, I have that's a problem, because I have the clients that want me to advertise for them, so they want to talk to me.
Yeah.
They want the bald Tucker sit down with them and speak to them. So a manager and also can't work, I think, with a manager. I know what I want, and I know how.
Maybe because you were at it from such a young age, you have your own way of doing it, even if it's like this. you know?
But I did, good thought. I didn't think
So
about
so you
problems.
got used to your own patterns, and
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to put somebody else in between.
yeah.
It's not maybe. I think I would make a lot
So-
of money if I would have someone like this. But you're right. Maybe it's hard for me to say yes. So okay, let's go do this. No, let's go to this show. No, I'm gonna say no. I don't want to be an MC, a host of this show, because I'm bored to go to a hotel and
Yeah.
sit in a lobby with. So I don't. Okay.
Right.
Or
So then, what is something that you're like, if like a lot of times you say if money is not an issue, or if like time is not
no,
an
money's
issue.
the issue. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying, what would you?
So I'll tell you.
Yeah.
So I'm doing on my show, on my radio show. Also, I did it on TV. You could see it online. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Now after October 7th, we did it. It's amazing. We did some beautiful stuff. I send the listeners here to just go online and see One Dream.
Maybe we'll post it on the.
Yeah.
In the notes. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
put it in the
So
show
you'll see
notes.
the episodes I did. So my dream is to fulfill dreams. I said Mr. Beast, but you know,
Yeah.
that is true. But I mean, but to do it in a Jewish way, and I'm doing it on my radio show, but very small because I'm taking my money.
Mhm.
Right.
Like,
Let's say someone has a house that's in really need of repair. Everything is
but that's
broken.
big. That's too
That's
big.
too
for me.
big?
Too expensive to me. But let's say yesterday on my radio show.
But would that be a dream? Like, let's say someone comes
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
listen,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
not,
yeah.
money is not an issue. You go
Yeah.
out and
Yeah,
you make
that's
the
my
dream.
dream.
Because in
Like-
Israel, you have people who are really struggling and really poor and really could use like a break in
A
life.
handout.
my radio show yesterday.
Give me a break. Oh,
Give me a break. My radio
That's a
show
good name.
yesterday, and by the way, I showed it to our mutual friend Baruch van der Kamp. I
Yeah.
love him, a good friend of mine. I showed it to him yesterday. There was a lady who sent it to me on my email. Her husband is learning Torah. Doesn't matter. It's a good davrech, and her back kills her, and she wants to clean the house, and she's pregnant, but she doesn't want to ask him to clean the house now because he's learning. That's what she.
Yeah.
Okay, her belief. Please, Menachem, can you give me a
Clean
iRobot?
Oh, like to clean the floor.
Clean the floor,
Yeah, yeah.
that she doesn't have to suffer.
yeah.
I showed it to Baruch. Baruch said, I want to pay for it. I said, no, I want to pay for it. So I did it online. I didn't pay. I called the guy from the radio. Say our name on the radio. We'll give
Sponsor.
Give a free one.
sponsor free. Yeah. So that's what I wanted. That's what I'm doing.
And you
But
can bring the people together.
I do because I'm Baruch Hashem connected, so I could
Yeah.
stay and people could advertise.
Yeah.
As you said, they get a sponsor. Okay, give a week. Let's give a kitchen for that house that his broken house. If I would do it the right way, look, make a wish.
So you have to make a
huge.
team. You have to make a team,
I have
a
a team,
creative
you know.
team.
I have a lot of people
Yeah.
working for us from my shows. A lot of
Right.
people working for our show, but they're doing different things in the show. This thing has to be more use.
You want to make it like a separate new thing,
Yeah.
like make a dream
Like
come
a Make
true.
a Wish,
Yeah,
you walk
there is a
around
com-
Miami. There's a huge Make a Wish house, or all over America. There's a Make a. I saw.
But that's more for people that are sick, no? Like people that are sick and then take that.
Oh,
No.
my mic is not working right.
No, yeah, her mic is sick. So I want to have a dream
Yeah.
and give you a new mic. Make a wish, make a Jewish.
Yeah.
I'm doing it online. I'm doing it today on radio and TV. I'm doing it, and I have an organization or everything. But that's my
You want to make it more organized.
huge, the whole Jewish world to make it big, and I want to do also a Jewish Eurovision, a Jewish, you know what the Eurovision, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I want to do something in the world.
From all over the world.
Yeah,
From Europe.
from Chabad, Chabad America, or
And to come to
Bnei Akiva
Israel.
City. I could do it to the day online. I have to do the final in Jerusalem.
Right.
I'm friends with the mayor. He'll take the Biennale. We'll make. They have like a winner from each community,
You could
from
do it in-
Paris, from Belgium.
Doesn't what's it called? Bnei Akiva do something like that?
Yeah. Chidon HaTanach.
No, but there's also a singing.
Music, I never heard.
I'll look into it. I'll see if I find it. I'll let you know.
Yalla,
But you
let's
can
do
make
it.
it bigger. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
No, but I think also it could be like virtual from all over the world, like
Yeah,
they
so
do
that's
it
what he's
here.
saying in the
and
beginning,
then when
they-
the final, you could do it like in
That's what-
Brichat HaSultan.
Yeah, video.
Yeah.
By the way, music. Everyone today composes and write words, and even though with the AI, but it doesn't matter. People like it.
Yeah.
Everyone has their guitar. I see your cousin, late cousin, Zichrono Livracha. I see that this studio is on his name, right?
Yes, Sinai.
Sinai.
Yeah.
I see his picture here with guitar as a Chassidish boy. Everyone, not everyone, but a lot of people today go through the tough times, writing words, composing,
Yeah.
singing.
Yeah, here's a poem actually that he wrote. He wrote a lot of poetry.
Wow.
So
So
actually,
talent is a lot of talent
Yeah.
shows. I have a talent show, so I would love having a international
Yeah.
Jewish talent show. Doesn't have to be a lot of very expensive.
Bringing communities together.
I want to yeah.
What do you do when someone comes on a talent show and they're really not talented?
No, I know what to do.
No, but you
How do you let them go easy?
Wow, you're so good, but we are looking for something new and different. Blah, 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 shalom.
No, but I was actually wondering because you really are at the base of Jewish music, and you obviously have the big names like Avram Fried, Menachem, but I'm sure you meet people. You're like, oh my God, this person. Like for a few months ago, Shulam Lemmer came to Amsterdam, and I heard of his name and his brother a little bit, but when I actually met him, he was an amazing, nice person, an amazing voice. But like, who is like the next upcoming talent? You're like, oh my God, I had this guy on my show. I think this is the new big guy. Do you have someone like that?
Listen, I have a lot of, you know Shmuel? Shmuel.
Melech is not very well versed in Jewish music.
This guy Shmuel, he came from my show.
That's exactly why I'm asking.
That's the guy Shmuel. But listen, a lot of singers, we helped them to, we invented them, like Shweki, Chaim Yisrael. But I will tell you something, my biggest failure I had.
What are you pointing
Chaim
at?
Yisrael, isn't that one of your...
No, I like more like Shuli Rand and Adiran. That was like,
Adiran. Adiran is he's a judge.
I don't know, is he making music anymore?
Adi? He's a judge in one of my talent shows.
Oh.
Adiran, now he's a judge, yeah.
When I was in Israel, I was very into Adiran. He was like, his voice was crazy, and it was like when you're young, you get that wild... crazy voice, you know?
Yeah, I'll tell you my biggest failure in my career. You want to hear that?
Yeah.
I get a phone call from Gad Elbaz. You know Gad Elbaz?
Yeah.
Singer? He says to me, listen, I composed a song to a guy, a good guy. His dream is to come on your radio show with his guitar and sing. I told him, God, do me a favor. Every day I get 100 singers.
Oh my gosh, don't say Yishai Riboy.
Yafeh מאוד. Listen to the story.
Yeah, sorry.
She's good. You see, she's a journalist in Iraq. So listen to this. I said to him, God, azov oti. Leave me alone. Okay, I'll interview. I interviewed him. I said, okay, a week later, another guy comes to me, said to me, this guy, Yishai Ribo, wants to come on your show. He has a new song, maybe 2 weeks later. And I said, okay, I interviewed him and bye-bye. And then the third time, he wanted to have, I have the WhatsApp till now. He brought up in his first album. And his PR guy asked me to have a special Motzei Shabbos and make a big arrangement. Yishai Ribo. I said no. No one knew him then. I said no. This week I have maybe Barry Weber, Lipesh. I don't even know who.
Yeah.
I don't give such a youngster, Pitom a big.
Oh, Motzei Shabbos.
And Yishai Ribo became Yishai Ribo without me pushing him. My biggest regret.
Yeah.
I could have said that I made him up. I didn't.
But sometimes you miss it.
Yeah, I missed it. Yeah. I missed it big time. Big time.
No, but the actually funny thing is sometimes it's one song that could like...
Right. No, but Ribo in the beginning of his career was huge. I mean, every song he brought out was a
hit.
But what I think is
so
interesting...
No, but I'm saying like this song that just came out, like around Yom Kippur, like what's that song everybody's singing?
What, about the Avoda?
No.
From Yishai Ribo?
No, not from Yishai. This other singer.
Hashem Yitbarach, that one.
Like that song.
Audio Terto.
So that song... The singer before he brought that song, I don't think anybody knew about him. But now that song like really propelled him, and he's like
another singer
doesn't stop.
Kind of reproduced it, and then it exactly, and then it went.
Sholov did it, but Elimelech, it's right. Sometimes
the guy Itzhak Shaulov, I think he's the one who sings Yeshli Abba Melech. No. I always play it for you. You're Melech.
I know. I understand. I'm saying doesn't mean I know who the singer is.
Doesn't get it.
Yeah.
But most of our kids actually, they like music a lot. I'll show you after recording.
And
every Erev Shabbos, I don't know where it started when we say all the devices are out. It's getting close to Shabbos and the house is going digital free. All of a sudden,
before Shabbos is
now Shabbos starts very late. But no, I really try at least 2 hours. No, I try like at least 2 hours because I want that the energy of Shabbos starts descending in the house. And Friday is one day that I let them have more screen time, I guess. And our 2 boys, they're teenagers, they just start in the room. There's Chazanah choirs.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know where it started.
They
do the Kabbalah Shabbos.
Kabbalah Shabbos.
We all get it from davening, from Shabbos.
Yeah, but they don't let me film them. So a few weeks ago, I filmed from the hallway. And I sent it to my father. I'm like, listen, it sounds so beautiful.
So I'm starting a new Jewish Eurovision. I want them as a contestant. No.
Well,
So is there, like, in the music you're saying now, something you missed, but is there a concert or like a event that stayed with you forever? Like, you remember, like you were saying about Zichron Menachem, which played a very influential role in your life. But is there another concert? I know it could be an Ohel concert or like something like, oh my God, I remember every time I think back to that, it was amazing. Like the atmosphere, or it could be a radio show, could be like a
moment in music history.
Yeah, that you're like, that didn't change my life necessarily.
No, but I have a reality show, a talent show.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Hakol Haba, Hakol Chadash.
Yeah.
We're finishing now the fourth season.
Fourth season.
The final. When is this podcast? When are you?
We'll see.
In
the next few days.
So, but I think Motzei Shabbos, August 23rd. The final is in Binyanei Oma. It's the biggest hall. 3,000 people. Yeah. All those finals are amazing because the vibe is amazing and the crowd is into it, and drama. Who will be the first place, second place? So all those finals that I host, I love it very much, and I'm looking forward. We'll expose some new Jewish music stars. Yeah, talent.
Wow, that's amazing.
Are your children involved in your work, or you keep them very out of it?
I keep them very out. No, I keep them very out, but they're also now, because I kept them very out. Automatically they're out. So
they have their own special futures to create.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah, I don't know if a lot of people are. Now my first daughter got engaged. And my wife, my kid, not even one picture. No one has a picture. Sometimes it's hard for me because I want.
You want to share.
Yeah.
But it's also a nice point of view, because I wrote an AI, a ChatGPT, you write who's
a nice
Menachem Toker's
message.
family.
Yeah.
So it says Menachem Toker keeps his family private. There's not even one picture of my kid or my wife.
But that's nice for them.
Yeah,
they
chose it. No, they
lives.
also wanted it. It's a combination of me and them, but sometimes it's too much.
But I remember listening to an interview with Avram Fried, and he also said that his children never even came to his concerts.
My kids never listen to my radio show. But listen, it's nice, but also sometimes it's a
challenge, because you want also your success to be like kind of their success. But
they know who their father is.
I know, but it comes with the price. Like if they are famous because of their father, then they're going to be bothered in the street also. Oh, can I take a picture with you?
Bothered? No, but Israel...
It's small.
Israel is small, but Israel... If you're a celebrity, I don't know that's the word. If you're famous, so most of the time you don't make money. That you don't make money. You do this in Holland or in America. But you have every connection you want. Like, so whatever connection I need, not money-wise, in Israel, I have...
Yeah.
Easy life, very, very easy life connection way,
What is it
the
called?
Best, the best
Protexia.
I need a passport tomorrow. I'll have it. If my kids need something,
the right people.
So that they know who their father is. Then if they need,
they have your phone number.
Yeah. So they know who their father is. But professional wise, to listen to. No.
But I think when you have when you're a larger than life personality, which I think you are, like more like. You're doing a lot for your kids. You're their Abba, And
I'm very devoted as Abba.
So that's very special.
Very old Yachasit. You compare, to 27 years old. I was not very old.
Alter Bacher.
Yeah. And my family is my life. Listen, my kid. I have 6 kids. I'm with them the whole day. As I told you, I work at home, and I'm very involved with them. I take them to school. I very involved in their maybe lives. For you it sounds for granted, but
no, not at all.
No, but I think in Israel in general, not because parents work so hard, kids are on the street a lot,
right?
Till late.
Till very late.
So
I mean,
it's a problem. Such a big problem.
There's kids. I see also as a teacher. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but kids who have Israeli parents, they don't go to bed, they don't sleep.
That's right. No limit. No borders. No. But I told you I'm Dutch.
Yeah.
So my kids are getting the Dutch education. They all have Dutch passports. So
Yeah.
We're okay. We're,
They would
They don't have a
accolade.
choice.
they don't have a choice. But yeah, Baruch Hashem, listen, it's very hard. You know something? It's going to sound a bit maybe too swart nafuach, mitnapeach, megalomania.
Blown up.
What?
Blown up.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Blown
it,
out of
yeah, but I'm
proportion.
saying
Exaggerated.
But I'm saying it. It kept me very much from a lot of things in my life. That I'm with my family, and my wife, my kids, my house, my career. That's the most important thing in my life. That was focused in the positive things. Kept me. A lot of things in my life. A lot of things. Nothing touched me from different ways, different perspectives.
Because you can always come
Your
home
base.
to your family, and it's safe.
Money-wise, or different things, or shows, nights, parties, friends, nothing. Because
Your base is solid.
I go back. I have my kids in my house. I work in my house, and I go.
Wow.
It's a very safe place.
It is. Also stam for me to sit down and think and listen to a shir. So I see Zoom. And I don't go out. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe I'm doing it too much, but that's my choice.
You're protecting
better
yourself.
Protecting myself and my kids.
Yeah. So
then
like you don't go out to eat.
No. I go with my wife to restaurants here and there.
So you have a good tip for us for next time we're in Israel?
Jacko Street,
Jacko Street?
the best. Tell me.
Where is this?
Machne Yehuda.
On Machne. Yeah, well, you love Machne Yehuda.
Yeah.
But
We haven't been to Israel since before October 7th, and we were supposed to go actually this summer. But our son is in Israel now. I think because one of our daughters is going to camp in the States, and I just felt that if we're not all together in Israel, I don't want to be,
nice.
if you get stuck in Israel and then your kid is somewhere, I can't just...
Today, Baruch Hashem, after Iran, nothing is stuck. But
I didn't want to take that chance.
You're right, it's nice. But the best restaurants today in the world is in Israel. They have amazing food.
Yeah.
Culinaria, gastronomia, metzuyan, chefim.
Where did we eat
really.
when we were right before October 7th? We were in Israel, and then I went again in that November.
The best place I think that we ate was in Tveria by the water over there.
Yeah,
Dex.
Dex.
Good place.
It was really nice.
Tel Aviv has a lot of kosher. Today, something nice in Israel. Many chefs are changing their place into kosher because the Jewish and the Masorti, not even the tea, traditional, they want kosher places, and it's a big market, and it's amazing food today in Israel. Israel today is the best kosher place in the world. Used to be in America, all those huge sticks. Today, no, Israel is 10 times better today.
Yeah, it's
so
true.
what was that first place you
but
said?
they don't have Salmeyer.
That's it.
Oh my gosh.
Croquette, with the half on
Also,
and all the stuff.
but so what you're saying? What was the place in?
I like Jacko Street.
Jacko Street. We have to.
Super Amizrach. He has two
You know,
places.
actually, there's a place called Crave.
Crave.
No, that's yeah.
That's great.
It's also street food. We never made it there. I went because I bring groups of women to Israel. Yeah.
But Crave, my kids, I buy them a lot of. It's
street
very tasty,
food.
yeah.
They have these brisket bites.
She's a singer, you know. You know Aaron and Yonatan Razel? You heard about those singers?
Yeah, of
so
course.
She's a
He's
sister.
Dutch.
Right.
He's Dutch.
So the sister is the owner of Crave.
Oh,
Rika
I didn't
Razel,
know
she's
that.
also a singer.
I didn't know that.
It's Dutch, right?
Yeah, Yonatan Razel comes sometimes to Holland because the Christians really like his music. He makes concerts.
Very talented.
Very good.
Wow.
Yeah, he's also one of my. Okay, it's the same style. Shuli ran like that hoarse voice.
Yeah.
I don't know. It gets
Cigarettes.
Yeah, a lot of smoking.
So that's the food part. So we spoke a little bit about education, food, travel,
family, travel.
Family.
We spoke about everything. I think
Wow.
we're
just
coming
starting,
towards
no?
the
Yeah.
end.
Oi!
Yeah. Thank you so much for your
No,
very.
1 second. I'm not done yet. Hold on 1 second. I have two more
Okay,
questions.
1 second. Okay.
If you had to get, you know what a TED Talk is? TED Talk is like they stand on the stage and they take a topic and
Right.
He gives TED Talks every week.
Correct. No, so she wants to do one about Jewish education.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know yet what I want to be TED talking about, but if you have, is there like besides the Jewish music, or maybe it is Jewish music that you're passionate about? Like you're saying, maybe it's the education,
Like
or
a 10-minute power talk monologue.
What, now here?
No. In general, let's say they call
if you got
up.
the opportunity to do it, what would you speak about?
Abba Mashacha, and they give you the mic.
Mashali. Listen, just give me a microphone. I'll say, give me a topic, and I'll talk about
You'll
10
start
minutes.
talking. Yeah. No, but I'm saying, like, is there a topic that you?
He said he's on the surface. He doesn't like to get all intellectual.
No, I'm saying so let's ask.
Very spontaneous, but there's a lot of things that, like the things between the Chiloni, I don't like. Shlomo Karlibach said that there's no word that T and Chiloni were all Jewish.
Correct.
I very, very, very. I don't like it. I don't like kitzonim. I don't know how you say it in English.
Extremes.
Yeah. But my vibe and my way in my career was always to look at the good and to be, as you said before, the word not deep.
Yeah.
On the surface.
Yeah, to be easy, not so. To look the good way, good energy.
Niet zo ingewikkeld.
Yeah, ingewikkeld.
Give the deep and intellectual and the different people. They
Leave
don't
that to
up to
Rabbi
rabbis.
YY.
rabbis
you know?
or lawyers or philosophers. I'm not there. Let me make people happy.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's good you know what you're good at, because there's some people, they think they're big scholars and they start going all like intellectual and there's not.
And there's nothing there.
You
Yeah.
see that with actors in America. They suddenly have an opinion about Israel and they have no
They
idea
don't
what they're
know.
talking
Yeah,
about.
exactly.
Like
So everyone has an opinion, but I don't have to tell you because
it's not important. Yeah.
So I have two more questions. Question number one is.
Oh, you know what I wanted to interview?
What?
And I almost got it.
Who?
But I'm probably gonna screw up your whole listeners now.
No.
No.
Wilders.
Yeah,
Geert
Geert
Wilders?
Wilders.
Because we in Israel, and I want to tell you,
Yeah.
you don't look, you see it from here. In Israel, after October 7, not, I think one or two people in the world, like who stood for us on Twitter.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Let's make it happen. Geert
and
Wilders.
He was very, very.
Have you tried?
Days, no.
You want me to try for you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
I liked his way of protecting. I don't know if he's big here, if he's small, he's a clown, serious. I told you, I don't get it. I'm not a psychologist.
Yeah.
But what he did for the Jewish people in the media after October 7, I will never forget that.
And for the spirit.
The people against Israel, with the Free Palestine, that all those. And he always, when they ran, someone had a tweet, he right away,
you
maybe
idiot.
did it in a tough way, but
he stands
stood
for the right place.
And we don't see this in the media,
All right, let's see if we can.
Mr. Wilders, who will come first, you or Joe Rogan for them?
All right, maybe we can invite him to come here, and then you'll come back to Holland to interview him.
Or we could do like a Zoom.
No. Let's meet him in person.
Yeah,
I would love to have an interview.
Nice, huh?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it together.
Okay, I can set that one out.
I'll come back from Israel whatever day you tell me for that.
Yeah, perfect.
En ik spreek Nederlands? Nee, ik versta, ik kan niet
Een
spreken.
beetje.
Kleine beetje.
Oh, I actually wanted to know if you speak Dutch.
Ik versta heel goed, heel mooi.
Begrijp, yeah.
Maar ik kan niet spreken. Ik spreek niet.
So then I have a funny question to end up with.
Okay.
If you come up after 120, what would you want to ask Hashem?
That's not a funny question. That's a very intense question.
It's a good question. It's too much.
Okay, fine. I'm sorry.
This is for the deep people. What do I want to ask Hashem? Why only the Dutch people keep an hour between them?
I think that's an amazing question.
Sorry.
No.
So, 1 second. I didn't hear that clearly. So, because you were banging on the table. So,
why only the Dutch people can keep 1 hour between vleeschiks and why?
I think that's awesome.
And do you keep it? Do you keep that?
I can't tell you now because I'll be a liar. I was born in Holland. And I feel Dutch. I'm a
you
Dutch
should do
passport,
Menachem
but my wife
Amsterdam.
is a bit, but at that time my father was American, but no, it's important, right? It's a very important issue.
I always tell Melech, I want to make a T-shirt that says, yes, we're Dutch. No, we don't wait 1 hour.
You don't wait?
No, we're Chabad.
Chabad does.
Tzarenu Arav.
No?
Yeah.
No?
My kids
I
say
can ask
that.
the same question.
Same questions. We'll go together. That's the same question.
My kids say all the time, could we just leave this minhag?
And Chalav Yisrael is also
it's very hard for them.
But you know what you're doing now and what I am doing for so many years, and I'm saying it now because you're Chabad. The Chabadski Rebbe was the first one in the history, and today all the rabbis and everyone wants to use the radio and the media to spread their thoughts. He was the first one to say Ufaratzta, to take the media and to make it kosher, to make it the right ways and to spread. He saw that vision, I don't know, 40, 50 years ago.
Yeah.
And now everyone is
my father actually had WLCC, which is World Lubavitch Communication Center, and he had the hookup room in 770, which connected people all over the world to be able to hear the Rebbe's Farbringens. And if you ever go to New York, message Melech and I'll connect you. You can go there. My father has people make meetings and he shows them the whole hookup room.
Museum.
And he'll also in 770, and he could also take you to the Rebbe's room to daven there.
Nice.
I had friends who were in New York last week and they went.
Really?
And it was a very inspiring moment for them.
My pleasure.
So what's your closing tip for our podcast?
Continue this way. You're amazing. You're listening. To be an interviewer, you have to listen. But you listen and you talk and you speak, and it's a podcast and it's beautiful. And I hope my English was okay.
Your English was amazing. Very native sounding. Really, yeah.
Yeah, it's very good. You don't sound like Israeli.
No.
You could try. No, thank you so much. Really appreciate your time.
Danke wel.
Yes, danke wel.
Alsjeblieft, unser Plezier.
Mucho gracias.
Yes.
Toda rabba.
Toda rabba.
Really appreciate it.
Am Yisrael Chai.
Am Yisrael Chai.
Chai.
Thank you for listening. Drop a comment below to let us know your couple of thoughts on today's podcast.
Make sure to subscribe, like, and share our podcast with your friends so they too can join in on the fun.